Saturday Showdown, T1 deck, Genji Esports.
I mean, I feel like they don't specifically engage, but with it being Delight, I think they probably just take the Rel.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's Delight. He's obviously going to want to go that direction, unless it's the Poppy.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hang on. Theoretically a flex, the champion to really execute on it. See how it goes. Jump into the rift, game number 1. I imagine, wait, hang on. G-Sun just updated me and I didn't quite hear it. Zekka's big 3 is also below 200, so I'm not the only one that's struggling. Me and Zekka are both going to be hitting the gym a lot.
It can be so freeing.
I know, it's fantastic. You now get access to the best summoner spell in the game.
Just stand in the brush, channel the Hex Flash, go for the stun. Oh, Mihail, you're in trouble.
He is in a little bit of trouble. That is not a massive Narbar right now, and he's also going to be now away from the turret. Peanut's going to easily punch him, much like he was doing in the jungle, and that is going to be first blood. Pretty elementary here by Hanwha Life Esports, starting off on the right foot.
And Peanut just follow up.
Yeah. Maybe stay nearer to the turret so that you can sort of try and fight it out, but I think it was too much of a big deal. Okay, there's a slow onto Sylvie. He's going to have to flash. Heroic Charge, not really doing too much, but the Ignite is already down. Exhaust onto Delight here as Fisher's going to turn up, and that is the answering kill to go over to Jiwoo on the bottom side. Just an overextension there from Hanwha Life Esports. So you can see now, for an opportunity onto Fisher here as we turn off the vision. Delight Hex flashing over. There's a Heroic Charge in. Charm going to miss, but Orbit Deception does fly through. It's a decent health trade. But it's not going to be getting any kills, nor a flash out of Fisher here.
And Fisher evading the gank and getting Zekka's ult out of it. Didn't even burn his own flash. The confidence there to dodge the charm paying off. And I just think the Viari is such a powerful combo.
Peanut is going to get walloped here and thrown into the wall. Mihail does then go back to Mininar, which can be a little bit more annoying. Peanut eats some honey fruit though. He'll be all okay. Even goes back to finish it. As now Mihail is going to get Slicingly Maelstrom. Cease and desist comes in, and yes, he's going to stop. Doran is going to pick up another kill for Hanwha Life Esports. That is one for him, one for Peanut, and they are crushing this top side of the map as well. So, bit of a milestone, but he's on 0-0-0 right now, and it's seems to be Peanut and Doran that are getting the most done when it comes to this. As Peanut flashes forward, Mihail, great hop. He's going to get himself out of the way, utilizes the flash, but keeps himself alive this time.
And HLE still have the Herald in the pocket. We can see Doran TP'd in already. He's on a big flank angle. He could just kill Sylvie.
Well, Sylvie is just going to be stunned. There is the cease and desist from Peanut. They get the flash out from Sylvie here as Doran's still chasing after him, and in goes Delight. That was such a weird interaction, but it worked out in the favor of Nongshim. Good headbutt from Guga to get the Poppy out of there.
Now that the Herald's being thrown down mid, the tower's gone already.
Yeah, and now you've got a Slicing Maelstrom onto just Fisher, but that should be working out here as they do get the stun out. The Ignite is ticking, and Fisher will be going down. He has drank his potion, and the Ignite is going to move down, but that is still going to be the last Q.
Jiwoo set up here. They have the Alistair on the flank.
Well, there's the headbutt pulverize as in goes Jiwoo. The exhaust now down onto Viper. A very short trip through that wall as Hex checks Soul. That's a big one. Jiwoo still dancing around this battle though, and Viper has to flash to get over the wall. He takes the Hex Gate to get himself out as Jiwoo. Man, that shuriken did a lot of damage from Doran. Maybe I was used to watching the AD cannon, so it's just doing a whole lot more than what we were seeing yesterday. As okay, Doran trying to get himself out as Fisher dives on top of him. Guga, possible answer here, and we'll look to corral the little cannon, but the Slicing Maelstrom gets a fair bit of work done. Unbreakable Will is in as Peanut goes over. Now Doran's in an even better spot. Guga does just have to try and vacate the area. Peanut's fighting 3 people, I guess, if you include Daisy, and he's going to get knocked up and taken out. Oh, never mind. He tries to flash away, but it's going to be Fisher that locks down the kill in the end. Doran getting a few cheeky stuns. That'll get him out of there. Hanwha Life Esports still with a little bit of a lead, but it's getting scrappy. Oh, okay. Doran's just going to kill Guga. Now Viper is going to look to clean up. Delight is 1v1ing Sylvie, which is a weird thing to do. There is a turret that's now dead, and we might have some certification. Wolf is here, by the way, guys, so this might be where he signs the documents.
Entire game, even, you know, we talked about the 80 carry spikes. Fighting in.
Yeah, that is Guga. Unbreakable Will has been popped, as now Viper standing his ground. Could have actually just snuck over that wall as the charm is going to connect. Guga's ran out of ulti, but Zekka's running out of health as we're fighting all of the jungle camps at the same time. Hyle's in the bottom lane. Thanks, Jonah Strong, for letting us know he's just killing minions. And Nongshim are just going to keep themselves alive. I don't know either. It looks like Nongshim have absolutely no idea about what's going on. They will throw down a redemption, but that might be too late as Keeper's Verdict should be able to get rid of Sylvie. There goes the smite. And that was almost a Void Seeker to take that one down, as now Zekka's going to miss another charm.
It's often around situations like that where they don't respect those item spikes, so the fact that HLE did...
Oh, there's a Pulverize onto Zekka. He's headbutted away as well. Good exhaust is going to connect as Jiu is going to turn up as well. That'll be a kill onto Zekka.
But Guga burn exhaust onto Zekka, and it's a level 16 cannon who has just teleported in.
Yep, and now Delight looking for that angle as well as in goes Peanut. Doesn't find a cease and assist. There's the slicing Maelstrom, and there goes both of the carries. Oh, Guga's turned into a steak as well as Mihail at least able to get one of the kills, but there's the Vault Breaker flash. Peanut gonna help lock that one down. That's a double for Viper as well, and it is only Sylvie left alive. Hanwha just have the Nexus in their sights.
So often you see the cannon come in with a big ult, the exhaust comes down, it does damage, the CC's there, but it's not quite hitting like we've seen before. But Doran there was able to get in on a great angle, able to get the ult off without the exhaust, able to go unchallenged and just one-shots the backline of Nongshim. It's just a supportive cast, they're not going to be able to defend here.
They are not. Doran as well, 100% kill contribution on a top laner. Like, what year is it? That's absolutely nutty. He's going to be able to help lock down this one as well. Sylvie just has to watch as his Nexus explodes, and Hanwha Life Esports in the blink of an eye.
The tools are there. It really can just play itself. Zekka having a very quiet game, but Doran, you know, that last fight really cements it, but having such a pop-off game.
Just going to be the Rel, as now Viper, a consideration of the Jhin, and that will just be locked in. This is something that Viper has been teased about in the past, of course, just hopping on the bus a little bit on the Jhin, but we haven't seen Jhins be a lot more relevant than I would like to admit.
So if you manage to survive the lanes, that's the goal for Nongshim.
Well, see how it goes as we jump into the Rift for game number 2.
They want to clear out the plants and potentially steal away some camps. This can really make the Zyra struggle if she doesn't have plans for her level 1 clear.
Yeah, you can see already Peanut has just vacated the area.
Yeah, and they will be going for a lane swap in the situation. So we talked about how the lane advantages were there for Hanwha Life Esports. Nongshim get a double whammy, right? They deny the top and bot lane advantages. They also slow down Peanut's clear. Delight walks mid to try and threaten, but Calyx backs off, sees it coming. And I think this might be pretty good for Nongshim.
Yeah, very nicely done. Doran is just going to take a bunch of damage. And he knows! He knows as well as... Oh, God. Okay, well, at least he'll be able to come over and smite this. Like, he's prepped it so he can take it away. Right. Well, he lost his Raptors and also wasted a bunch of time. Those camps were taken away. So maybe it was just a bit of a gambit that went wrong. But it absolutely went wrong, like real bad. It's all right. Zekka going to now try and add a bit of damage onto Calyx, but Rocket Jump still as overpowered as ever. You would be the one to let us know about that, as Delight goes for a huge journey inside the wall, which was very cool. The grenade dances on top of Jiwoo there.
Yeah.
Gives him a bit of a headache, but he's going to otherwise be all right. As Peanut walks through the brush, Sylvie able to make friends with the Raptors this time around. And I believe that that one will be secured. Viper just casually standing on top of Vision. And I don't think Nongshim are going to be able to really answer with Zekka here with control of the mid-wave.
Realized.
Well, let's see whether this execution is going to work out, as Doran trying to create as much space as possible. Teleports come in from Zekka, though, and so Doran, now with the Dominus popped, is, you know, at least has to use a decently large cooldown, but no flash required or anything like that. And now some grubs being taken at the same time. Hanwha Life Esports sort of doing double duty as they do take down the first grub. Zekka and Delight just trying to keep them in control, and all 5 members of Hanwha are here. There's Gasante in the bottom lane, so no fighting here for Nongshim. Unfortunately, Daisy's also going to fall down.
Or Liandry's. That's the question. Which would you prefer to have at 13 minutes?
I feel like the Liandry's is better, as Viper is just going to flash and kill Jiwoo.
Yep. Well,
Jiwoo's cleanse was not enough to cleanse him out of the death chamber.
Oh, and they're taking plates as well. You know, just when I was like, things aren't looking so bad.
Well, there's a solar flare. Teleport to come in as well, as now Mihail's gone all out. Zeka just trying to do the damage here as Calyx jumping in. Good Q going to connect, and that is the full stack of the explosive charge. Zeka.
The goal lead is now 3,000. It's gotten bigger.
Yeah, seems like it's not necessarily positive. My God, Peanut does so much damage. It is absolutely ridiculous. Sylvie not going to be able to get over to the Dragon Pit as Viper turns up. Deadly Flourish. There's the curtains being called once again. Guga's going to have to eat all of these bullets because Sylvie would die if he took one. And in goes Delight because, of course, he is here. And the Grasping Roots are going to come down. Jiwoo finding an ultimate as Peanut taking a fair bit of damage, but Viper gets another one. Remember, the Dancing Grenade needs to be a little bit wearisome of his. Okay, Calyx looking for that flank angle. Peanut could be some food for the Tristana. As Delight looking for an angle, and Calyx just gets the heck out of there because Doran is really big. This POG vote, this one feels all about the nut.
And this one, just Viper finding the damage, gets the root. Fourth shot, flash Q.
Yeah, Nongshim just not really finding the confidence as Mihail once again trying to deal with Zeka, and Delight is obviously here. This time they have a Crocodile as well though, so Doran's going to be able to cut him down. There's going to be Doran possibly falling. No. Just keeps himself alive, tanks it up for long enough.
Using the full breadth of his health.
Wanted to go home anyway.
Doesn't
sound like a bad idea. As Rift Herald is just going to miss. Okay.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm not even blaming Peanut for that. That was going to be sick. He was like, guys, finish the turret.
Finish the turret. I'll get the charge.
One. They didn't finish the turret. They didn't get the memo, right?
Yeah.
He tried to send the message by carrier pigeon.
Well, it was actually genius, but unfortunately...
Really well played.
Yep. Delight is now here, also walking, as Zenith plating in also. That's going to deny a bit of damage as Doran, he's back once again. As Mihail underneath the turret, don't know about that one. He's going to try and mitigate the CC, doesn't quite do it, and he still tanks a heck of a lot. Calyx, some stray turret shots there as well, as this inner turret did take a fair bit of damage, but they also lost everything, and inner turret's dead, and there's another flash, and curtains have been called, and Jiwoo is going to be able to at least escape from Viper, who's going to get crashed into. Magnet Storm comes down. Calyx is here as well. Viper's going to cleanse, and Mihail is going to be needed as well. Okay,
just keep
Cinders, and he's blast coning. He's now just behind enemy lines entirely. Is he going to be able to just get Baron for his team?
Keep running!
Oh God, if there was another Cinder, there is another Cinder. There's another Cinder! Orcs, there's a Cinder! He's gonna stand on another Cinder! Oh God, and he just walks away from the Q. The explosive charge isn't gonna be slowing him down. He even turns for an auto attack to get the speed up, and he's out of there.
And we said Doran was a master of the walk strategy, and Viper's like, just wait a minute, I can do better. Like an Inferno Horizon.
Yeah, it's a big Horizon. It's a jingle diff. I think there's no two ways about it. And I think the Baron is going to be taken down. I don't know whether there's going to be much of an answer here for Nongshim as Zeka. He can sort of set up, play bouncer if they would like to. Jiwoo's still somehow at 50% health. Not sure about that one as the Baron. Down to about 6,000. Nongshim are going to come on over. Let's see whether Sylvie can get into the pit. It looks like the answer is no. That's going to be secured by Peanut. Now Doran down to Hysteric Shield, and he might actually die here. 1-for-1 so far in the fight. But the Baron's still going over to Hanwha Life Esports. They get out of the pit and they're looking for even more. Deadly Flourish comes down. Delight going to be in range. Solar Flare going to connect onto Mihail, and he is just dead. The flash forward from Zeka. He'll fight. Ooh, the rocket actually avoided very nicely, and some Cinders. And Jiwoo going to utilize that to get himself out of there. Love this little Cinder run that these players are going on.
Both 80 carries getting a little edge on those Cinders, but now Jiwoo is, you just got to keep running. Never look back and keep running.
Well, the curtains are being called. They are going to discover the Krug.
Oh.
And all right, okay,
he's coming. He's coming.
And oh, he stops him! And there's the explosion of all of those beautiful Cinders. Oh, Delight. Well, that rocket didn't actually connect. Deadly Flourish comes down, and now we've got curtains. Jiwoo tanking a couple of them. My God. Okay, yeah. A fourth bullet, if it lands onto Jiwoo, he may just die. But it's not going to come on through. Deadly Flourish also missing, and now the engages come in. Guga is just kind of accidentally dead. That is Calyx falling down as well. That big one did so much damage as now Viper is just wandering towards them. The flash in, the deadly flourish, and that is going to be another one. There is the ace. They only lose Doran, and there goes the Nexus. A clean 2-0 here for Hanwha Life Esports. Wow, congratulations.
Locked, yeah. And I think Hanwha Life Esports needed a convincing win like this. Righting the ship, going, okay.
Which could be the way to do it.
Very mischievous.
Ooh, some Boom Boom Zeka votes, maybe?
They did do the big damage. Peanut, he's like, no, look at the damage to monsters. I need that.
2024 LCK Summer 농심 레드
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jusun for the POG interview translation. We're here joined by Peanut and Dora on the side of Hanwha Life Esports. They have secured a spot at the playoffs and after this 2-0 victory. Peanut, Hanwha Life achieved 11 wins and secured a spot in the playoffs. And you guys are also tied in the second place for the POG standings with 700 points. How do you feel?
I am so relieved that this was not a losing streak for us, you know, and also I'm glad that together we managed to climb up to the 700 points. Same. Happy to be able to climb up to the 700 POG points club, and today's a good day. Please give it up for Peanut and Dorian after their wonderful series. After the loss to KT, Dendi in the interview said, we were able to address our shortcomings and it was a loss but with a lot of takeaways. So what did the team learn from that match? About Shyvana, for sure. We managed to get a lot of takeaways from the Shyvana. We thought we will be able to evolve into a dragon, but she was a little bit short there. And we saw you hovering Shyvana in the series today, so a lot of fans were also yelling or maybe screaming when you hovered Shyvana. Did you have any plans to play Shyvana today? Yeah, I guess they were really hyped and excited to watch my Shyvana again, so my ears were actually hurting. I really wanted to give it a shot today, but you know, it happens. Maybe next time. I mean, I'm still very certain that Shyvana is an OP champion right now in the current patch. And then Doran. We had Kennen Nar matchup on the top lane in game 1, which kind of requires a lot of proficiency in laning phase, which also kind of requires a lot of help from the jungler as well. Did you have any communication beforehand? So we kind of worked around the early turret dive plans, and also we managed to find the timing when the enemy jungle was far away, and we pulled up the turret dive really cleanly. The Peanut, were you the one being proactive about the dive setups? I mean, we were basically discussing it after we were loading in the game, so I think it just went as we planned. And as a result, Kennen's dominance in the lane and all over the map was very significant, so let's take a look at this replay. So he got dove by 3 different players, but Kennen and Vi together were able to buy so much time. Well, Peanut actually kind of read it like a book. He knew that they were coming for the dive, so he was rotating towards me to kind of back me up. And then after that, the rest of our teammates were able to group up as well, and we managed to turn the situation around. Yeah, Peanut, you kind of sacrificed for Kennen and then bought time for your teammates to arrive. So Kaisa was very far away from the mid lane, so we could turn it into a 3v2 fight, into us outnumbering them. Well, I wish I didn't die there actually, but still I was doing a great job of buying time for the rest of the team. And Peanut, in the second game you played Zyra. So 농심 prioritized Ivor in both games. So was that a bit of a counter into Ivor's early pathing? I think people rather go for Ivor into Zyra, you know. But I think the matchup is about 50-50. It depends on how you actually kind of go for the early pathing and how you kind of play out the map. And I think our reaction to the early invade setup was exemplary, so we were able to play out a very smooth game.
And just like you mentioned, because you were able to handle Ivern's early counter jungle attempts very well, you managed to have a very easy game after that moment. So I basically thought you have to be really reactive, you know, you don't really have to be following your plans one by one. In that game, I was pretty reactionary to what the enemies were attempting to make, so I was able to have a decent game there. And as a result, the second game was overwhelmingly in your favor. You secured all objectives, including Herald, Dragon, and Baron. How do you think this was possible? So as Peanut mentioned, our early game reaction was on point, and after that we were just small bowling really well. With this win, you guys now advance to the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure all the Hanwha Life fans are very happy here. And despite the hot weather, many fans came out to support Hanwha Life. Do you have a message for them? Yeah, it's so hot outside today, so I really appreciate you guys coming to support us. We will keep doing our best. Yeah, I am always grateful to see so many fans coming out to support us, and I want to share this credit to the fans. You know, I think we were able to achieve this because of the support coming from you guys. Thank you so much. And this will be the end of the interview from Peanut, Doran, and back to the space. Thank you.